Good morning. Fancy meeting you here this fine fall day for the Freedom Tour 2023, episode 33. It's clan versus clan time. That's where one clan faces off another clan. By face off, I mean just kind of are put together with no rhyme or reason to see who can spend the most resources. It's a beautiful time. But first, before we get into that, let's see what we have. For news. And for news, I gotta tell you, what's a PDF? All right, I'm going to give you this. This is the news today. Oh, maybe not. There we are. How does that look? Yeah, you guys can see it. There we go. There's Lady Mikaz. She's the permanent fusion you'll be able to get through probably more than you're willing to do, but somehow you'll still do it. So what do we got here? On her A1, she attacks one enemy with one random ally from the Shadowkin faction. The ally joining the attack will use their default skill, places a shield buff equal to 10% of this champion's max HP on the ally with the lowest HP for 2 turns. It's very, there's not a whole lot of cooldown skills here. We'll get to the Nightmare Spider in a second. This is the cool. She does look cool, we'll say. So I think the bad news is it has to be an ally from the Shadowkin. It's not an A1, so pretty powerful if you are targeting a single Shadowkin with you, especially one with a strong A1. Could be very good, actually. Could be very good. Could be very usable. And then we have attacks on enemies, decreases the duration of all enemy buffs and ally debuffs by 1 turn. Then increases duration of enemy debuffs and ally buffs by 1 turn. Interesting. So it's a 3-turn cooldown. There's an ignore resistance 20%. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that as a book. So you get a plus 20% ignore resistance on this skill. And again, it decreases the duration of all enemy buffs. Decreases the duration of all ally buffs by 1 turn. Then increases the duration of all enemy buffs and ally buffs. I kind of like it. 3-turn cooldown I like. This has a booked 4-turn cooldown on her A3, which places a 50% increased attack buff and increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. Then teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. The allies joining will use their default skill. So she's an ally attack champion in her human form. She's an ally attack with an increased attack, increased crit damage on a 4-turn cooldown. Who also has buff increase and decrease. And she does an extra just on her A1, kind of like Marichka does. She teams up with one random ally, but that ally has to be Shadowkin faction, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a gimmicky, but I don't hate it. But she plays the shield buff equal to 10% of her max HP, so that's kind of neat. Now we have the Nightmare Spider form. Her A1 attacks one enemy, places a sleep debuff for 1 turn. Also decreases the target's turn move by 15%. And has ignore resistance. Of course, they're using... So does that mean it ignores 20% of the enemy's resistance? Or is that functionally giving you 20... Like, I'm confused what that is really doing. I assume it's just a flat calculation. Right? So if the enemy has 600, then you're gonna ignore 120 of their resistance. So it's, I mean, I guess if you're giving her like 600 accuracy. Would that make sense? So you're giving her 600 accuracy, like if you really want to get it there, because then even the 800s you're ignoring 160, so that's bringing them down to 600 and something, or whatever. Say 700, whatever you're trying to target. That's interesting. So, and places a sleep debuff, and it places a sleep debuff. It doesn't have a percentage chance to happen. It just happens on an A1. But it's not. It does not ignore resistance like Siffy. Skittering Death attacks all enemies. Places a stun debuff for 1 turn. Also decreases the turn meters of all enemies by 30%. 3-turn cooldown. Ignores resistance again. That's pretty powerful, right? An AoE stun with turn meter reduction. And then Doom of Yakai places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns. Removes all buffs from all enemies. Places a 25% weaken debuff on them for 2 turns. Ignore resistance 20%. So she gets polymorphed. So you need high resistance on her too. Okay, now here's where the problem is. So she's got a whole bunch of buffs and debuffs. She ignores resistance, which I like. 4-turn cooldown here, by the way. She also has she have a passive here I missed. At the start of this champion's turn, removes all debuffs from the ally with the highest attack. Interesting. Accuracy. All battles 80. Very strong. At the start of this champion's turn, decreases the turn meter of enemy with the highest attack by 15%. So my only problem is that she is what appears to be a nuke support. Not that she nukes support. She's supporting nukes. So she is... I don't know. Well, whatever. I'm sure it'll be fun. I'm sure she'll be fun, and I'm sure there'll be problems, and I don't care anymore. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the spider lady who looks cool. And don't worry about it. She'll be fun. People will find uses for her. Alright. Clan versus Clan. Newbie edition. See where we're at. Oh, we're getting whooped. Terry, get on your bikes. They got 33 medals already. Is that a lot? I feel like that's a lot. They have 33 medals. Like, look at the numbers here. By the way, oh, let's go to the tier. Like, still, like 48 for the some of the top Trap House Mafia. That's whose idea was that? Thanks. Imperium 62. So I guess it's not a lot, but they're still winning 33 of them against Shock and Awe 4. Well, they have 19 members, so all right. Let's see where we're at. Where's the members? I mean, none of us is really. See, they don't, but we're full. Almost. We have 28 members, so I'll see what I can do. I don't have a whole lot of anything, but I got so we finally thousands of energy later, we got our War Maiden. We got up to here. Now we're here, and I just haven't done it. I think I should be able to burn through some of this, and I think I will. I think I will do this, and I think I need to, because that'll give me some resource. Maybe we'll do that this morning. We gotta pick our... Whoa, settle down. Okay. Clan quests. Get 10 rare champions. That would have been nice when I was pulling shards. Place 50 increased defense buffs. Wins only. Place 50 increased attack. Might be able to do that. I don't have much forge materials. I was doing a lot because I was trying to get through a few different things here. With a total of 10, 5 or 6, rank 5 or... Yeah, but that's 10. But I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna be running 4 to 6. So potentially I'm gonna have to run more than 10. I have a whole week though. I'll take that one. Upgrade 3 rare or epic champions to rank 5. I don't think I have enough to do that. 3? To rank 5. I've got 2. I've got 2 food already. I've got 2 food. So I do need to do 1 more. So I could conceivably do that. Grab one of these. Yeah, I want to lock you. I got a story about sorceress, by the way. And the fact that I have... Did I mention I have Venom Mage? Yeah, I told you that story yesterday. So let's grab our clan boss first. I didn't stay up to do last one. I was way too tired, so I missed the top chest. I was so tired yesterday. I felt almost like I was getting sick, but I'm other than a little stuffy, which I usually am in the mornings because Saskatchewan. I feel fine today, so I must have just been tired. Oh God, sweet coffee. Let's run these while it's in void. So I ran War Maiden. It cost me about another 200 energy, and then we got her. Thank God. And I had it set up for for auto battles. So I'm actually glad because when you get a new champion, it pops up on the screen and it actually stops it. So it saved me a little bit of energy. And so I fused Justicar, and then so we finished that. We got a bunch of other ones, 3 or 4 at the beginning of the phase 2 of the mission. So that was good. And then I was like, I had some energy, and there was no milestone. I had already burnt. I had a good chunk of energy. I had burnt on leveling up champions and just getting back in the grind, because obviously I have a bunch of champions that need to be done, including our good friend here, Koyoku. She's I'm looking forward to her. I think she's going to be a mainstay for what I do on the account in so many areas, including clan boss. Anyway, so I burnt through a bunch of energy, and then somehow I had like 100 more energy. So I was like, you know what? It's been a while. I'm going to go to Nightmare and start 3-starring some of that. Again, some good resources, right? They have some real... Nightmare campaign has some huge free resources or milestone resources, if you want to call it that. And so I did that, and I got 3-day XP banner and a few other things. But the big thing is, on the second stage, I got a sorceress. Now, if you don't know, you need the sorceress for Relic Keeper, right? So you fuse Justicar in the one that we just finished, and then you use Justicar along with 3 farmable champions to fuse Relic Keeper. Well, I had I think it's Templar. I had whichever one the second one is. We'll take a look. I just needed sorceress, and lo and behold, I get her. I get her on stage 2. So I'm gonna say 3,500 energy. Well, maybe not. We'll say 3,000 energy, but I think it was more. But we're gonna say 3,000 energy to get War Maiden. And then the second stage, the very second stage, I get... Why am I leaning so far over this way? Right. There we go. I pick up Sorceress. But wait, there's more. I pick up another Sorceress on stage 4. Oh my god, I was so angry. And yeah, I'm happy because now I don't have to worry about it. I have all the pieces for Relic Keeper whenever I choose to fuse him. Which I might... I don't know if I want to put the resources into it right now, actually. I was going to say I might do it right now for CVC because he'd be new. But the problem with that is that's getting all those ones up to rank 4 and then giving them Ascension, and that's burning resources. And I really want to work on my resources for the champions that I plan to work on, which is Kyoku, Miscreated Monster, are the two right now that I want to focus on. So, and I'm almost thinking about doing Miscreated Monster first, only because he is my savior for Spider, right? And Kyoku right now is going to be in my clan boss primarily, as well as any other area that I need that extra help to make it through waves or whatever. But I'm already doing Brutal, and putting her to 60 won't get me to Nightmare. Those are two truths. I already do a 4-key Brutal. I can almost 3-key, but not consistently enough to worry about it. Like you saw here, it was only 6 million on the last one. This one's not looking much better, actually. So is it really worth putting her to 6-star? Though absolutely long term it is. But I think my most immediately return on investment would be Miscreated Monsters 6-star for the big shields to help keep Mordecai alive, which will get me down to get me further in that. See, like, these are lower numbers. But anyway, still, that's still giving me an easy 4-key Brutal. Kyoku to 6-star won't give me anything more, whereas Miscreated Monster will progress me. And by that vein, I've actually taken some to 5-star, and I know that the thing is don't overload yourself with a bunch of 5-star. You got to work on 6-star champs. And I agree with you, I think. However, taking her to 5-star will allow me to put her in instead of, say, Apothecary, which you watch, he's giving me the speed, but he's not giving me more points. So we're gonna try this. Like, that's what this whole account is once you have 3 6-star, 2 6-star, does it make sense to pile up a few 5-star to just get you to a certain point in certain areas of the game for progression? Because a 5-star is going to let me get to, say, 13 to 16 in dungeons, as opposed to a 4-star in a key. Like, for example, Miscreated Monster. That let me get to stage 14 of the Spider. Granted, I have to manual it, so it's not a consistent thing, but eventually it will. I don't know. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but I feel like it's a decent call. So, but that said, there's no more. Like, that's it. Except for maybe Arminger. I might want to take Arminger to 5-star, but probably after I get Miscreated Monsters 6-star, because Arminger will help me also in Spider. But he has to be survivable, right? Like, these stats he'll be targeted right away. Even though we don't care about his damage, we just care about his turn meter control right now. So that's going to be a thing we're going to work on. I haven't gotten 1,000 clown points yet. Judgy. Okay. Fine. I can't do a Resilient. I screwed up. Oh, I screwed up. I screwed up last night. So I was going through Faction Wars. And I finished these Faction Wars. Because I can do stage 10, which is 6 when you double it up. Which was 3, which is perfect. Except I had one to beat a Faction Wars boss that I can only have done here. And I didn't do it, so I lost that one. And because I just need to do a stage 6 so I can get the rare materials, so I can do a resilience. Foolish. I think I can actually do. Maybe we'll get that resilience through here. I could probably just throw a few pieces of spare gear on Zargala and get pretty far in this, to be honest with you. She's pretty kick butt. And I think I have some crit rate gloves sitting around. So nothing big on the news. Just got the skills from Lady Mikaj, who looks cool. I don't know if she's gonna be any good. People just using a bunch of memes. Jesus, odd one's showing a person who pulled. That's a lie. It's fake. A 10 pull with 4 legendaries, and 3 of them are Gnut. Come on. It's doctored. What else we got? Oh, October giveaways. Oh, I lost? How does she... Come on now. Okay, let's give her some gear. Yeah, that's you. Where I struggle with right now is when I should start clicking over to actually farming gear again. One looks saucy. Of course it double HP'd. Of course you did. Oh, of course, double flat. That's perfect. So, I don't know how this thing just reads my mind. It's a little bit scary in a way, you know? Because, like, how did they know that that's what I wanted? I think we do that. Problem is not a whole lot of free chess pieces, so she gets some accuracy. Might as well. And then boots. I don't think I have any boots. Oh, we do. HP boots. Defense boots with attack. Rolling like a champ. No orc stuff. Okay. See if that makes it a little bit better. Let's go. We just want some... There we go. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Now she should be able to kill and then crack armor. Yeah, see, I like... There we go. Now we're screwed. But she'll survive. She's got HP boots with defense, doesn't she? Now, did we get, no. No, I need the other. That wouldn't have been enough material anyway. So, yeah, like all the fun and joy of the 2X is over. We have 2 sacred shards since then. We finished a challenge for a Sacred Shard. And honestly, I have no idea where the other Sacred Shard came from. Oh, the other Sacred Shard came from finishing the part 1 of the Arbiter missions. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, damn it. I can't believe that sometimes you can just, like, come on. We're just going to do 8 multi-battles of this, see if we can get enough resources for resilience gear. I wish Zargala is someone that I wish they would look at, because she was such a good champion, but she's kind of been power crept in a big way by a lot of epics, and it's her cooldowns. Her cooldowns. Oh, and the fact that it's not even 100% chance to debuff. Though she can auto-activate crack armor with her A2 if she kills someone. I remember there was this big conspiracy that she was coded differently, and that unlike every other champion, giving her attack was better than crit damage. Like, for some reason, she had her multipliers were wonky somehow, and that crit damage wasn't as effective as attack. And I don't know why that, like, it was some kind of weird lore. I don't know why anyone ever thought that, but I remember so many people used her with attack gloves rather than crit gloves. Keep getting the wrong. I'm gonna fall back asleep with this music. So for the rest of the week, we're just gonna be back business as usual, trying to get food. We need at least, I'm gonna say, 5 champions that are absolutely earmarked. For those of you who didn't see yesterday's, it was a long video. I get it. Basically, Venomage is being put into the mix for Clan Boss, which means, unfortunately, Coffin Smasher lost his spot, which we didn't put really any resources into him, so that's not a huge thing. But you know, it's a little sad to see the poor guy lose his spot before he even got a chance. We're gonna put in the new girl. I think her name's Ayala or whatever. The Skinwalker, the epic Skinwalker, because she has a 2-turn block debuff, and I think that'll be helpful. I'm a little bit. I wonder how, because she has that passive that she has like a 12% chance of resetting skills, but I think I don't think she can reset her own. And that's fine, because if we ever get to the point where we're doing a 4-3 with her so that she can have, similar to Sepulchre Sentinel, like that sort of thing, where she's able to reset skills, where she's able to block both the stun and the whatever the A2 is, be it decreased speed, attack, whatever. If we get to that point and we're still not in an unkillable team, which is more than likely, then I think that gives me a lot of fun, because then she has that 12% chance of resetting the other skills, which could be Venomage's poisons, or could be the only thing that I'm scared about is if I'm using Kyoku, she's putting up an ally attack, and she's putting up ally attack. Presumably, I'm gonna make it so she's putting up the ally attack for the A1, A2. And if her skills get reduced, then that'll mess up all that timing. So we'll see the negative impact of that. But I want to use that champion, and it's an opportunity to use a new champion. So I'm not that concerned about it, frankly. But I think it'll be an interesting thing. It's still a 2-turn block, and if she can't reset her own skills, it won't break her tune, which is probably the only thing you really got to be worried about. So I think it'll be interesting to see how that shakes. I'm considering not using any gems anymore. Just kind of holding off on using gems so that I can kind of stockpile them for the inevitable, which is the need to... Oh, see, I actually got a level, and now she's hitting everyone a lot harder, I think. The inevitable masteries pain. I do absolutely plan on manually running through Minotaur for my masteries. I'm not going to buy them. It's like, that's the silliest thing you can do as a free-to-play, other than your first 1 or 2 champions to give you that kind of leg up in content. But I can do 15 now. I have 3 champions. Well, I have 2 champions that are maxed and one that has all the key pieces. So no worries from that perspective. I might just give her a few levels and get the next and push her up the next level here. It seems such a waste to just be doing level 1 100 times. Move out of the way. Move out the way. He's my only force champion, so she might get on the build. Believe it or not, I just have no... I literally have no... She needs 7. So I need 6 more. Just to get her better crack armor. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can get some levels here. I don't know why I didn't just do that before. Keep you guys in suspense. Yeah, let's see. That looks a little bit better. Oh, it didn't kill them all, though. Yeah, get some. Yeah, get some. Oh. Oh. Hey. Hey. Oh. Not good. Oh, the increased cooldown. Oh, yeah, we're still going to lose this. Well, now that just seems like I wasted a whole lot of potions for nothing. Maybe if I manualed it. They're like, I was scared. He's got buffs. We don't know what the buffs do, but it seems. Oh, double weak. Love the double weak. Seems 100% legit. Like, they're literally going after. Oh, because Affinity. Oh, and now she decides. You son of a gun. Okay. Can I one-shot any of these, you think? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's see if this smooth move on my part is gonna make the difference. Move over. Yay, 50. Look at that, I got 50 points for the team. Did that give me enough? Yes. Excellent. 20. When did I get 20? Man, who cares? Take it. Take it and run. There we go. So I still can't do anything with the faction war boss. That was my fault. We can do the Doom Tower. And do I have enough points? Yay! Oh, that's going to give me a bunch of energy. Oh yes. I love this. Is my favorite part. Oh, and then that gives me a chance to buy some. This is a big moment. This is big time here. Oh, I don't have enough. How do I not have enough? I feel like I just got a whole bunch. Which quest did I pick? I gotta do the ice golem. But we have 400 energy. Okay. So, well, you know what? That's 36 minutes. Nah, you know what? It's 36 minutes. I'm gonna do ice golem, but we're gonna shut her down from here. Tomorrow's is going to be early or it's going to be really late. Just because I have my boss in and I have to meet him at 9, so I can't mess around and kind of play this. Like, for example, it's 8:15 now. I got to shut her down and get to work, start or do some work. But, you know, by the time I upload it and stuff, so we'll see if I can get up early enough. I'll record it, upload it, and then as soon as it's ready, I can post it. But if I don't get up early enough, then it'll be later in the day. That's all. Or we might have a day off tomorrow. Also, because I have a career fair that I've got a booth for that I've got to set up and everything. So, yeah. Hey, you know, thanks for joining. Maybe we'll have some news again. I like news. News is fun because then I can make fun of Plarium for their news. But this really wasn't much news today. So we'll just move on. Thank you. Appreciate you. Be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.